Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Today we're going to talk about yet another new core tackle product that is on the market as of a few days ago. Man, this is one that actually goes back to last fall. Actually, not last fall, the end of last summer. I was on vacation with my family and I got a call from Johnny Schultz, the other owner of Core Tackle. And Johnny's like, Matt, we need to come up with a jig head that rolls and rolls easy where you don't have to do anything more with it. So we started talking about some of the different things that we wanted to see in a jig head for your jig head minnow presentation that would really allow for easy rolling action and would negate the need for a loop knot. So we started playing around with a bunch of different models and came up with this idea really quickly. It took us definitely several prototypes to get into exactly how we wanted it, but we finally came up with the strut head. So this is what it looks like. This is on the Bass Tricks Hover Tricks, which is only available on our website, the Core Tackle website right now. But that is the design right there. So a couple of things to note before I forget. I want to tell you the sizes because we do have 3/0 and 5/0 versions in 1/8 ounce, 3/16 quarter, and 3/8 ounce sizes. And the key here is the heart shape design. So I'm going to show you the 3/8 ounce size so you get a good look at it. You can see it's a heart design. And the key here is really to get good rolling motion. What you need to do is create a unevenly weighted jig head, and ideally you want to raise the weight higher up. So in this case, you can see we've actually raised the lead portion up above the actual eye of the hook. We're the first one to raise the weight up that high. And what you do when you have that is you create a bait that's very unstable. So the bait will want to roll either left or roll right. And that really just comes down to where it's at. If you had a perfectly round jig head, that bait is really centered very well from a weight standpoint. So the bait's actually got to tilt pretty good to get to the point where it wants to roll. In our case, because of the heart shape, we've actually got more weight both on the left and the right side, which means if it gets slightly off kiltered, just by the smallest of a degree, that bait wants to roll really good. So to create the rolling action was really simple. And what we found, because of how well it does roll, it completely negates the need for a loop knot or an O-ring or, people are doing different things to try to enhance the roll. If you do that with this jig head, you actually can overwork the bait. So in our case, what we highly recommend is you tie directly to the knot. So it negates that need for a loop knot. It allows you to tie knots that still have, say, double line through the line tie. Like personally, I've really gone away from tying any knots that only have one strand of line around the hook eye. I like two strands around the hook eye because they are much, much stronger knots. And in that instance, I can still tie the knots that I really like on this and get the rolling action side to side. That to me is a huge key component. Along with that, we've definitely gone ahead and still added some good hook keepers that will allow you to lock your bait into place, like the hover tricks right there. And you can see it still looks very natural. Now, if I show you some underwater footage here, you can see how good this bait rolls side to side. It definitely does it with ease. Now, one thing I would point out too, because it is such a good roller, a lot of guys are really working their rod tips fast to try to create that movement in their bait. Well, because this jig head imparts so much rolling action, you don't have to work it nearly as fast. You don't sit there and just shake it like a lot of guys are doing to really get that minnow to vibrate and try to rock back and forth. With our head, it's just a nice tap, tap, tap. It's just a really uh, routine, get into your groove, kind of just a quick, a little shake. And what that'll do is it'll pop the head back and forth and you get a full roll out of it. Definitely a little bit of a presentation change that, in my opinion, is much easier on the angler. It's not a hard presentation where you're sitting there going like this. It's almost like you're just jigging your rod tip and you're getting that bait just to do full rolls. For me, that is the presentation that I love to do especially when I'm fishing a little bit more off-colored water. I do think you can overwork your baits when you're talking extremely clear water situations. I think sometimes in those situations you may not want any rolling action, but in those days where you've got some off-colored water, maybe you've got warmer water conditions or you've got really aggressive fish and you want that really good rolling action, this is the head for you. The Core Tackle Strut head will get you that full side-to-side body rolling motion with ease that can really help separate that bait from other baits, especially like I was saying, if you're fishing really dirty conditions or off colored water, or the fish just want that rolling motion. I'm telling you, this is the one that you're going to want to try. So, like I said, we've got it 3/0, 5/0 versions. We've got it for the 1/8 ounce, 3/16 quarter, and 3/8. So you're pretty much covered across the gamut. And like I said, while you're there, check out this guy. So this is the Bass Tricks Hover Tricks, a core tackle exclusive right now, uh, designed around the hover rig, but we've found that it has insanely good action, as you can see in the video that I've added here where this bait is on the strut head. But just another new product from Core Tackle. We feel like it solves some of the issues with traditional jig head minnows that are on the market. And from that standpoint, we think if you like to fish in that manner, you should definitely try this. And stay tuned. We still got a bunch more baits that we're going to be rolling out. I think we've had 4 or 5 new baits so far this year, something like that. And we've got several more in the hopper that should be coming soon. So stay tuned. I will definitely let you know when they are released. But for right now, we have a few of these left on the website. You can also get them at most of the retailers that carry Core Tackle product. And let us know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the support because you guys are the ones that make Core Tackle happen. And if you guys keep snapping them up, we'll keep making different products for you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. New video coming out tomorrow.